Hend Bustami calmly described how she killed her mother before hanging up.
She killed her own mother.
Hello, everyone.
So I think I killed my mommy.
Afaf Hassanen's last words to her friend on the night of October 25th, 2022 were, "I am worried to go home. Maybe she will kill me." No, Hassanen was not suffering from paranoia. She knew exactly what she was saying and had every reason to be scared. But unfortunately, no one came to her rescue soon enough. At around 2:34 a.m. on October 26, 2022, the Las Vegas Metropolitan Department Emergency Center received a call from an apartment in the 10,100 block of June Flower Drive. The lady frantically requested medical services for an injured individual in the home. When the dispatcher asked what had happened, the lady said she thinks she had killed her mom. The dispatcher then asked why she thinks she killed her mom. The lady replied, "Because I did. I murdered her." She further explained that she broke a glass table on her mother's head and cut her neck off.
So I think I killed my mommy.
Why do you think you killed your mom?
Because I did. I murdered her.
Before the dispatcher could recover from the bombshell, the lady hung up the call. The dispatcher, however, had gotten the necessary information about the incident. When officers arrived at the home, it was empty. There were no signs of the caller or anybody else in the house. As they entered one of the bedrooms, their fear was confirmed. An older woman lay dead on the bedroom floor with multiple cuts over her body. She was declared dead on the scene. The woman was soon identified as 62-year-old Afaf Hassanen, who had envisaged her murder. A quick investigation revealed that the victim and her daughter were involved in a verbal altercation before she was murdered. The daughter was identified as 28-year-old Hend Bustami, who was on the run. She was no stranger to the police because she had had several run-ins with the police in the past. In fact, she had made headlines about 2 months prior to the murder. This incident happened on August 31st, 2022. Bustami racked up a bill at a Chili's Tex-Mex outpost in Harry Reid International Airport, then left without paying the bill. The police searched for her around the airport, but couldn't find her until TSA agents reported that they saw a lady matching her description, sleeping at the security checkpoint and preventing them from doing their job. Before the officers could get to the security post, she was gone. They later spotted her behaving erratically at the baggage claim. When the officers approached her, she became aggressive with them. She began shouting at the top of her voice that the officers were harassing her because they had never seen anyone as pretty as her. She accused them of being perverts who wanted to sexually assault her and threatened to spit in their faces. Considering her behavior, the officers concluded that she was highly intoxicated. A quick search of her name in the police database showed that she had an outstanding warrant from a Las Vegas municipal court. This warrant stemmed from her battery offense in June. She had been charged with battery for assaulting a security guard at an arts district. She was arrested then, and the officer reported that she was too intoxicated to sign the citation he wrote against her. She was initially remanded at the Clark County Jail for the offense, but was released. However, she failed to show up for her arraignment in July, so a judge issued a bench warrant for her arrest. The bench warrant was still active when she had an altercation with officers at the airport. Following the incident, she appeared in court on September 2nd, but was released pending her trial. She was then charged with misconduct in the airport incident and scheduled to appear in court on October 27th. She murdered her mother a day before her court hearing. Shortly after her mother's body was discovered, a license plate reader spotted Bustami's car near a Home Depot in Barstow, California at 5:30 a.m. After that, she was apprehended by officers of the California Highway Patrol during a traffic stop. The officers reported that she was covered in blood and had cuts on her hands. They also claimed she had confessed to them that she and her mother got into a fight, during which she hit her on the head with a glass table that broke as a result. She then stabbed her mother repeatedly with the glass fragments of the broken table. Even after Bustami's arrest, Hassanen's friends and family members were still oblivious to the horrible event that had unfolded over the night. When she didn't show up to work that morning, one of her colleagues called the police since it was unlike her. The colleague reported that they were all looking for her and were getting more worried because the victim had called her on the phone while going home to tell her she was scared. The friend didn't hear from Hassanen since then. Sadly, Hassanen was already dead when the call was made. Police records show that they had received 12 calls from Hassanen's residence in 2022 alone. 7 out of the calls were about domestic disputes and quarrels. The other 5 calls were about a missing person, civil unrest, a suicide attempt, and the final one was the call about the murder. A neighbor, Andres Moreno, explained to the police that Bustami always disturbed the neighborhood. She would ask strangers for rides, break into neighbors' garages, and scatter her personal belongings around the area. Her mother was at her breaking point with Bustami. Bustami, on the other hand, couldn't stand her mother. Anytime Bustami did something wrong, the two of them would enter a screaming match until police arrived to restore the peace in the house. However, these events would play out over and over again. It was a vicious cycle. Bustami didn't just cause trouble, but also acted absurdly. Moreno claimed she would go outside to see her on her driveway, spinning around like a small child. On other occasions, she would sing or talk aloud to herself. She also regularly walked up and down the street while muttering to herself. Moreno said he didn't see the murder coming as she was never aggressive or mean towards anybody in the neighborhood. On the other hand, a friend of the family told the police that Hassanen always knew her daughter could harm her. The family friend said she and Hassanen were at another friend's house when she voiced out that she was scared to go home that night because she had a feeling her daughter might kill her. It appears only the family and family friends knew what Bustami was capable of. Everyone else that watched from a distance just saw her as a troubled but harmless individual. Except for the occasional outbursts, she appeared to have her life together. Her LinkedIn page indicated that she graduated from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas in 2017 with a degree in hospitality administration and management. Her LinkedIn profile also said she had worked in sales, marketing, and as a cocktail server. Her Instagram page showed that she sold skin and hair products. Additionally, she aspired to be a DJ with the alias Aphrodite. Only a few people saw the troubled version of Bustami before she brutally killed her mother, shocking everyone. After Bustami was arrested for murdering her mother, she was held at the San Bernardino Detention Center in Rancho Cucamonga as she awaited extradition back to Nevada, where the crime was committed. Bustami first appeared before a judge on November 3rd, who ordered that she be held without bond. She was then officially charged with open murder with the use of a deadly weapon. Her preliminary hearing is set for March 29, 2023.
This week, prosecutors say they will not pursue the death penalty in the case. Bustami has pled not guilty.
My deepest condolences and prayers are with the Hassanen family. Afaf Hassanen did not deserve this.